on this fine Wednesday here in New York City. Evan and Tiki. Tiki, I can't even say he's off today. What I would say is he's on assignment because Tiki's always working, even when he's not on the radio. So he's interviewing a prominent NFL player for his NFL job. And I'm sure you'll see that interview very, 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 very soon. But Tiki will be back tomorrow because he's that crazy. He's going to come back on a red eye to do afternoon drive tomorrow afternoon. Now, I want to get something out of the way before we talk about everything that there is to talk about, and there's a ton of stuff. I don't believe in jinxes. I think jinxes are stupid, and I need to be honest and open and honest with the audience. Sean Manaea is pitching this afternoon for the New York Metropolitan Baseball Club. He has retired every batter he's faced, 12 up, 12 down, 4 innings in which, I guess I should just use the word, he's been perfect for 4 innings. So I just want that to be out there. If he issues a leadoff walk to start the 5th, if he gives up a double to start the 5th, I guess you can blame me. But I just want you to know because I know. And I am now having a nightmare, like this nightmare that I never even envisioned. And that's being on the radio, staring at Tommy Lugauer's face without my scorebook in front of me, without writing anything down, and witnessing a perfect game. That could actually be like a top 5 Evan Roberts nightmare.
Now, be honest. Before the show, Ev, I said you should score the Met game during your show here.
You did say that, yeah.
If they pitch a no-hitter here and you didn't, you're going to regret it.
I am going to regret it.
Do you want me to go run and get the scorebook now?
Too late.
Still have time.
No,
you can still fill in the first 3 innings.
No, I've got rules, man. It's the bottom of the 4th inning, but we will keep you posted about the Met game. We will give you instant reaction to this game. It's an important game. Forget about the non-possibility of a perfect game. They're trying to beat the Orioles. They're trying to win a series. They're trying to finish this homestand on a positive note and finish with a winning homestand because right now the Mets are 4-4 through the 8 games that they've played on this long, arduous homestand. So we'll keep you posted about the Met game. Now let me get to the Yankees from last night because I kept thinking of this song, and this is actually an old song. This is a song before my time. This is actually up Joe Beningo's alley. But I've got weird knowledge of music. I don't know a lot, but there's certain songs I do know. Have you ever heard the song, and I'll ask Loogie, I'll ask Amanda, who's filling in today. Have you ever heard the song 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover? You ever heard that song?
No.
Absolutely not.
Never heard that song? I think Paul Simon did it. And basically, it's a list of all the different ways you can leave your lover. Now, you may be saying to yourself, Evan, okay, that's a fine song from 100 years ago. Why did that go through your mind last night while watching a baseball game between the New York Yankees and the Cleveland Guardians? I will tell you why. It is one thing to lose a game because a guy doesn't execute. It's one thing to lose a game because your closer blows a save. It's one thing to lose a game because you just don't get the job done. What I witnessed last night at Yankee Stadium, I wasn't there, so I witnessed it on TV, but what I witnessed watching that game last night is 100 different ways to lose a baseball game. 100 different ways. And I actually started writing them down even before the Yankees lost because there was so many things in this baseball game that would drive you as a New York Yankee fan absolutely nuts. Like in the 3rd inning of this game, there's nobody covering second base on a rundown after the game-tying hit. So you've got a mental mistake that basically hands the Cleveland Guardians an extra out and an extra opportunity. You have a failed pickoff attempt that allows David Fry to go first to third. You've got Trent Grisham, who does not have many jobs on this baseball team. I mean, think about it. What's Trent Grisham's job? His job is to play good defense in center field, and it's to run, especially if you're in the game as a pinch runner. And Trent Grisham somehow, some way, I still can't figure it out, though I do blame a little bit of Luis Rojas, can't score on an Austin Wells double high off the center field fence. That's reason number 67 on how to lose a game. In the 12th inning, like we all know DJ LeMahieu sucks. Right now, he can't hit. But DJ LeMahieu fields a ground ball at first base, and it's almost like, I'm going to stand up and try to demonstrate, because I used to play first base, believe it or not. That's why I loved Rico Brogna. I was pretty good at it. It's almost like, I think I touched the bag. Wait, did I touch the bag? Oh, no, let me just throw to second base. And so DJ LeMahieu, who is normally a sturdy, solid, steady defensive player, and he better be a solid, steady defensive player because God knows he can't hit, doesn't apply his foot on first base and gives away a potential double play. You've got a ground ball also hit to DJ LeMahieu later on, in which Gleyber Torres and Michael Tonkin are basically having a contest on who can look lazier on a baseball diamond because neither guy is covering first base. Now, I left out a few things. Like, for example, I left out the ability for Trent Grisham to hit the effing ball in the air to score a game-winning run and win that game in extra innings. I left that one out. I left the one out where DJ LeMahieu comes up with how many opportunities, and he can't drive in the game-winning run. But what made last night, I think, infuriating, and I would argue, and it's been enough hours, like it's 2 o'clock now. I know the game ended 5 minutes ago because it took forever, but enough time has gone by where you can be rational. You can kind of put this game in the memory piggy bank of this season and say, yeah, it was a bad loss. It's not the worst loss of the year. Remember the Kansas City game? Remember the Baltimore game where Anthony Volpe couldn't make a defensive play? Remember that? And Alex Verdugo's falling down like a schmo in left field? Like, trust me, I get that the Yankees have had a grouping of bad losses this year. But to me, the reason why that was so bad last night, and that was so alarming last night, is because it was stupid. They made so many stupid, dumb, lazy, inexcusable mistakes. Like, you're going to lose to the Cleveland Guardians. They're a damn good team. They're one of the better teams in the American League. I understand that you're not going to win every game. I understand that you're not going to be perfect. But there were more than 10 different little things that the Yankees did last night that contributed to a loss. And I wonder, because I was thinking about it last night, I was thinking about it this morning, and I'm like, all right, well, we got to hold people accountable. Who the hell do we blame for this? I mean, is it Aaron Boone? Is that it? Is it just, you know what, the manager, he's so soft on the players. That's why they make so many mental mistakes. Is it Aaron Boone? Is it the individual players, which really makes it Brian Cashman's fault? Like, is Trent Grisham just a guy they never should have brought in? Like, despite him looking like Barry Bonds against the Mets in 2022, is Trent Grisham just not good enough to be a pinch runner extraordinaire and a solid defensive center fielder? Like, you almost have to expect that he's not going to be able to score from second base on a high double off the wall. So is it him? Is it the players? Is it Boone? Is it August? Is it, you know what? It's August. It's late in the season. They're tired. It's a long year. They're mentally exhausted. So I don't even know who you specifically blame for this, but what made last night, as a baseball fan, as an IBO, so infuriating is that those kinds of mistakes, those kinds of, excuse my French, dumbass mistakes that the Yankees made last night, those are the things that will kill you in October. Those are the mistakes you can't make. Like, the New York Yankees are a good baseball team. Talent-wise, if I wanted to bore you all day with this, we could take the Yankee roster, we could take the Guardian roster, we could take the Oriole roster, we could even take the Astro roster, and you know what you'd come up with if you kind of compared all the talent? It's all very close. It's all very, very close. There isn't a great difference in talent. So the Yankees have the talent. I know they're not perfect. I know they've got flaws. They all have. Everybody's got flaws. I know that they're not the 98 Yankees. No kidding. But the one thing you can't do, especially when it becomes October, and they'll be in October, and the thing you can't do, even in September, when you're in a pennant race, is play what I like to call, and what we saw last night, as dumb-ass baseball. Failed pickoff attempts. Nobody covering second base on a rundown play. A guy not being able to score on a play in which he has to score. Nobody covering first base on a ground ball to first base. And then, yeah, there are those little execution things. You know, those little, like, tiny execution things. Like, if there's a runner on third base with less than 2 outs, can you hit the freaking ball and drive a run in? If you're Trent Grisham, a few innings after you make that base running mistake, you don't have to hit a home run. You don't even have to hit a double up the alley. Can you hit the ball to the outfield? By the way, 5 perfect innings for Sean Manaea at Citi Field. At some point in this show, and I'll say the 7th inning, Loogie, I think that'll be the number, I will start soliciting live phone calls from Citi Field to give us the update on the perfect game drama that's occurring in Queens. Now, it may be too early. It's only through 5. So my vote is 7th inning. Is that fair? 7th inning, we start taking people in the ballpark phone calls, giving us live updates from this event?
7th inning is perfect. Now, in honor of Sean Morash not being here, I'll do the dad joke for him.
Go ahead.
We have Perfection. Come on. Come on, that's going to be the New York Post headline. They're going to take that, and you're going to love it. Tomorrow you're going to go, did you see the Post headline? Perfection.
I have to admit, I don't think I'm a selfish person. Like, I try to look out for other people. Right now, in this moment, I am very selfish. I am so jealous that I may not be there. I'm telling you, I'm being honest with you. I've gotten over the no-hitter thing. I'm not over the perfect game thing. And right now, the Mets have a perfect game through 5 innings.
Please.
I'm going to hate everybody in that ballpark. I'm going to really hate the person that bought my tickets for 2% of what it's worth.
Just let me go get your scorebook so you could score the rest of this game. It's a perfect game. It's going to be in my Mets Bible, too.
No. Positive Tommy, do you think Sean Manaea is pitching a perfect game today?
Yes, I do.
Do you really?
Yes. I just think that this season of positivity has led a lot of things to where it needed to be. Me and you here while the game's on. No Tiki, no Sean. It's just the stars have aligned.
Oh, my God.
It's a getaway day for Baltimore here. They're like, whatever, let's get out of here.
Yeah, it's like, screw it. We're half up on the Yankees. We accomplished our goal. Let's skip town. Well, we will keep you posted throughout the day. And for those that are at Citi Field on this just beautiful, I mean, I love this weather. I want to make love to this weather. It is in the high 60s. It's like the fall. I would bottle this if I possibly could. But for those that are at Citi Field, you may see history tonight. And look, the Mets did something that reminded me of the Yankees last night. You know what they did? Pete Alonso tried to go first to third with nobody out. And that drives me nuts because here's the deal with the Mets and the Yankees. And I stick to the Yankees for now on this. Because of what I described with the talent, that their talent is right there with any other team in the American League, but it's not greater, it's not worse. They're right there. I mean, there's a reason why the Astros, the Guardians, the Yankees, the Twins, the Orioles, and the Royals are all so closely kind of tight. Because when you look at the rosters of all of these teams, it's not that far off. So what's the difference then come postseason time? What's going to be the difference between the Yankees getting hot at the right time, going on this run that it doesn't feel like any Yankee fan expects, versus getting knocked out immediately? And you know what, to me, one of the big differences? Not playing dumbass baseball. Yeah, getting hot is nice, hitting a bunch of home runs. Yes, maybe someone other than Juan Soto and Aaron Judge carrying an offense the way Cody Ross did for the Giants 15 years ago. Sure, having guys out of your bullpen pitch with a swagger and of course, that's all obvious. But the little things can't go awry. And last night, over the course of how many innings did they end up playing? 12 innings at Yankee Stadium. A game that lasted 6 hours and 12 minutes. I'm exaggerating, but you get the point. They made so many mistakes that cannot happen if you want to win when it matters.
I botched it again.
And you did botch it again. Because we said to you before the game, Aaron, play Austin Wells. And then what happens? You used him, thank you. I mean, like, great job using him off the bench. That's fantastic. We can give you a medal for that. But Austin Wells comes in, and he looks like, freaking left-handed Mike Piazza. He hits 2 balls, 375 feet, one off the wall, but Trent Grisham can't score. The other one was this great leaping catch. And here's the other thing. I've seen enough. And yesterday I defended Aaron Boone. I ripped him for the Austin Wells-Jose Trevino decision, but I defended him with DJ LeMahieu. And I said, you know what? There's a lefty on the mound. Ben Rice has hit 140 against lefties. This is when you play DJ LeMahieu. DJ LeMahieu is now becoming unplayable. He has now moved into the category of, and what drives me nuts is when you don't make the plays defensively too. Like, if you're going to hit 189, if you're going to have a 500 OPS, if you're going to be that garbage offensively, make it up for your defense. At least Anthony Volpe does that, and Volpe had a good game offensively, so I don't want to pick on him. But that was kind of our discussion yesterday about Volpe and the point Aaron Boone made yesterday to John Boy, which I actually agree with him on, which is he's so good defensively, he's worth playing. DJ LeMahieu has entered the territory of you just can't play him anymore. You just can't play him anymore. I mean, yesterday was such a frustrating example of that, not just because of his inability to touch first base with his pinky toe, but 2 of those at-bats he had in extra innings that could have won the New York Yankees a game. And so last night, to me, was the worst of the worst in terms of frustrations because they were stupid. And no one can take watching stupid baseball, and that's what we witnessed last night. We'll get to your calls next, 888-808-1019. We will also be your flagship station for Perfect Game Baseball Talk, because right now, Sean Manaea is trying to write his name into the history books. It's through 5 innings, and I'm sorry, the Evan Roberts rule of perfect games and no-hitters is that once you get through 5, it's a big freaking deal. It's like a tornado warning. It's a perfect game warning right now at Citi Field.
Perfection.
Perfection.
Perfection. Yeah.
You want me to use that?
Put it in the atmosphere and it comes to fruition.
Amanda is here. She's filling in. And you know what? Sean may never come back after this. Do you like perfection? I'll let you decide.
I think perfection is pretty good.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
It's corny, but it's fun.
All right. Perfection it is. We'll keep you posted. We got a lot of football to get to today as well. And we'll talk to you throughout this wonderful afternoon at 888-808-1019. And something we all can learn from the Oakland Athletics.